Well, for more on this latest decision, we can speak with Neil Turner, the country director for Afghanistan at the Norwegian Refugee Council. Neil, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How surprised were you by this decision, and what does it mean for your organization?
Sadly, not surprised. It follows on from a ban of women in public places and, of course, a ban for women in universities. But we were taken by surprise because we have had good relations with the authorities in terms of our activities. And obviously, this has a very, very chilling effect on what we can do, given that a third of our workforce are women and they are essential to enable us to access women. It has come as a shock, maybe not a surprise, and we need to have this decision reversed as soon as possible.
Now, the Norwegian Refugee Council released a joint statement with two other NGOs saying that you're suspending your work in the country. What are you hoping to achieve with this action?
Well, there are two reasons for the suspension. The first is on principle that women should be allowed to work, but the other is a very practical one. We simply cannot work without the dedicated support of our female employees to enable us to reach women and children effectively with the assistance that we want to. So it is not possible for us to continue. And obviously what we want is a reversal of this decision, which essentially hamstrings all of the assistance to over 20 million people in Afghanistan. And we are sure that the decision will be reversed because there is no other way that we can deliver our assistance in a principled or a practical, pragmatic way without the support of a third of our workforce who are women.
Now, the Taliban has justified this ban by saying that the female staff weren't following appropriate dress codes. How believable is this?
We operate in many parts of Afghanistan, over 15 provinces, and in all those places we comply with Islamic standards of dress. Our women are very used to doing this. We also comply with mahram rules, which are to do with the conduct of women in public. And our women are essential to be able to access other women. We have complied completely with all rules and regulations and are very culturally sensitive in what we do. And we have been presented with no evidence of any case where this has not been the fact.
Now, with this latest decision, what's the situation for women in the country?
Well, of course, it's really dire. It was bad. It's just got a lot worse. I've been speaking with our female colleagues, and of course, they both professionally and financially are exceedingly worried about this because these are their livelihoods. And they are not only supporting their own families, in many cases they're supporting extended families. We have an economic crisis in Afghanistan at the moment. And even the banning of women from the workplace has an enormous effect, not only at the individual level, but at the economic level. Imagine having a situation where you banned over half your population from working, and imagine what that does to the gross domestic product of a country. This needs to be reversed as soon as possible so that there is a chance that not only can humanitarian assistance be delivered by organizations like the Norwegian Refugee Council, but that the economy can also recover.
Thanks so much, Neil. We're going to have to leave it there. That's Neil Turner, the country director for Afghanistan at the Norwegian Refugee Council.